He led a nation but lost a child. He united millions but faced heartbreak in silence. Behind the laughter and larrikin charm was a man scarred by grief, driven by hope. Bob Hawke wasn't just a prime minister. He was a father, a fighter, and a symbol of Australia's soul. This is his story. Bob Hawke, comprehensive biography. Robert James Lee Hawke was born on the 9th of December, 1929, in Bordertown, South Australia. He was the second son of Congregationalist minister Clem Hawke and schoolteacher Edith Emily Lee. In 1939, the Hawke family moved to Perth, Western Australia. Hawke excelled academically and won a Rhodes Scholarship to the University of Oxford in 1953, studying philosophy, politics, and economics at University College. Before this, he studied law at the University of Western Australia, where he demonstrated exceptional oratory skills and developed an early interest in politics and public service. His academic success and early leadership roles signaled a promising future. After Oxford, Hawke returned to Australia and joined the Australian Council of Trade Unions, or ACTU, as a research officer in 1958. By 1969, he had become ACTU president, a position that elevated him into the national spotlight. Hawke became a powerful voice for the labour movement, advocating for wage growth, economic stability, and industrial peace. He gained media attention for his effective negotiation tactics, charismatic demeanour, and articulate representation of worker interests. His ability to mediate industrial disputes and foster compromise among conflicting parties made him a standout figure in Australian labour politics. Capitalising on his national popularity, Hawke entered federal politics in 1980 as the Labour member for Wills. His rise within the Australian Labor Party, or ALP, was swift. In 1983, amid political tensions, he replaced Bill Hayden as party leader shortly before the federal election. The ALP secured a decisive victory, and Hawke became Prime Minister on the 11th of March, 1983. Hawke served as the 23rd Prime Minister of Australia from 1983 to 1991, leading the country through an era of transformative economic reform and progressive social change. His government floated the Australian dollar, deregulated the financial sector, and lowered trade tariffs. These policies modernized the Australian economy and positioned the country as a competitive player on the global stage. He was also instrumental in establishing Medicare, providing universal healthcare to Australians, and expanding the social safety net to support vulnerable populations. Hawke's administration introduced the Prices and Incomes Accord with trade unions, an innovative agreement aimed at controlling inflation and encouraging productivity. His government worked to create consensus-based policymaking, ensuring collaboration among government, business, and labour groups. He developed a close working relationship with Treasurer Paul Keating, who played a crucial role in implementing many economic reforms. Hawke's leadership style was marked by pragmatism, empathy, and a willingness to listen to differing viewpoints. In foreign affairs, Hawke was a principled and proactive leader. He opposed apartheid in South Africa and strongly supported economic sanctions against the apartheid regime. He played a significant role in environmental protection efforts, particularly in lobbying for the Antarctic Treaty System, which designated Antarctica as a natural reserve. His administration also worked to strengthen Australia's alliance with the United States and laid the foundation for the Asia-Pacific Economic Cooperation, fostering regional economic cooperation. Hawke led the ALP to 4 consecutive election victories in 1983, 1984, 1987, and 1990, making him the most electorally successful Labour Prime Minister in Australian history. His popularity stemmed from his ability to unite diverse social and economic groups and present a vision of an inclusive, forward-looking Australia. Hawke married Hazel Masterson in 1956, and together they had 4 children, one of whom died in infancy. Hazel was a steadfast partner during his union and political career. Their marriage ended in 1994, after Hawke began a relationship with author Blanche Dalpuget, whom he later married. The divorce drew public attention and temporarily strained family relationships, but reconciliation occurred in later years. Hawke was a dedicated supporter of the Canberra Raiders rugby league team and was known for his down-to-earth personality and approachability. Hawke's early life was marked by heavy drinking, which reached a turning point following the death of his infant son in 1963. The trauma deeply affected him, and he later suffered alcohol poisoning. Determined to pursue a political career, he gave up alcohol in 1980. This decision enhanced his public image, showcasing his discipline and sense of responsibility. Despite occasional reports of public beer drinking, most notably at cricket matches, Hawke largely remained abstinent throughout his political tenure. His journey with alcohol became a symbol of personal transformation and resilience. Hawke was raised in a devout Christian household and was active in religious youth groups during his early years. However, his visit to the World Christian Youth Conference in India in 1952 profoundly altered his views. Witnessing the extreme poverty and suffering in India led him to question the relevance of religious doctrine. He gradually distanced himself from organized religion and came to identify as agnostic. Despite this shift, he retained a strong moral compass and a belief in social justice, values he attributed to his upbringing. He often cited his father's emphasis on compassion and equality as central to his worldview. Bob Hawke is remembered as a transformative, pragmatic, and unifying national leader who embodied the values of fairness, compassion, and progress. His legacy spans a wide range of cultural, political, and educational contributions, media portrayals. A biographical film titled Hawke aired in 2010, offering insights into his life and leadership. He was also portrayed in the 2020 season of The Crown, highlighting his role during the Australian Republican debate. Memorials, the Bob Hawke Gallery and Hawke House in his birthplace of Bordertown commemorate his legacy. The Western Australian government also preserved his childhood home in West Leederville. Education. Bob Hawke College, a public secondary school in Perth, opened in 2020 in his honour, electoral honour. The Federal Division of Hawke was created in 2022, located near his former seat of Wills. Scholarship, the Bob Hawke. John Monash Scholarship was established in 2019 to support Australian students studying overseas. Orders. In 1979, Bob Hawke was made a Companion of the Order of Australia for his service to trade unionism and industrial relations. Foreign honours. In 1989, he was awarded the Knight Grand Cordon of the Order of the White Elephant in Thailand. In 1999, he received the Freedom of the City of London in the UK. In 2008, he was honoured as a Grand Companion of the Order of Logohu in Papua New Guinea. And in 2012, he was awarded the Grand Cordon of the Order of the Rising Sun in Japan. Awards. In 1978, Bob Hawke received the Rostrum Award of Merit for Excellence in Public Speaking. In 2009, he was granted life membership of the Australian Labor Party, becoming only the third recipient after Gowth and Margaret Whitlam. And in 2014, he was awarded life membership of the University of Western Australia Student Guild. Fellowships. He was also made an Honorary Fellow of University College, Oxford. Honorary degrees. Bob Hawke received numerous honorary degrees. He was awarded a Doctor of Civil Law from the University of Oxford. He also received Doctor of Letters degrees from Macquarie University, the University of Sydney, the University of Western Australia, and the University of South Australia. Additionally, he was honoured with a Doctor of Humanities from Rikyo University in Japan and a Doctor of Laws from the University of New South Wales. He was also granted honorary degrees from Nanjing University in China and the Hebrew University of Jerusalem in Israel. Bob Hawke died peacefully on 16 May 2019 at the age of 89. His death was met with widespread mourning across the country. Political figures from all parties paid tribute, acknowledging his profound impact on Australia's economic development and social progress. Prime Minister Scott Morrison, opposition leader Bill Shorten, and former Prime Ministers Julia Gillard and Kevin Rudd praised his leadership, empathy, and vision. A state memorial was held at the Sydney Opera House on 14 June 2019, attended by thousands, including dignitaries, former colleagues, and members of the public. His enduring legacy is one of service, reform, and unity, and he remains one of Australia's most admired and respected leaders. Bob Hawke didn't just lead a country, he lifted a people. His voice may be silent, but his vision still speaks to every Australian heart. If his story moved you, inspired you, or made you proud to be part of this nation's journey, don't forget to like, subscribe, and join us as we uncover the lives that shaped Australia.